Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 6 of Arcane. This is the final episode of Act 2. The previous episode saw a lot of things kicking off, a lot of things just kind of getting into motion. Jinx has managed to actually stabilize the gemstone with her own Hextech technology that she's been able to craft together from the journal she stole from Jace's lab. So that's scary, to say the least. Caitlyn and Vi have formed a team to try to help take down Silco on their own, and they go about the underground trying to kind of scrounge up any information they can. Vi comes across Silco's right hand and takes her on in a 1v1 and manages to come on top until she mentions that Powder is alive and working willingly for Silco, which causes Vi to kind of let her guard down just enough for her to get stabbed by this mechanical arm full of these claws and shimmer and all that jazz. She got a massive upgrade since he lost her arm during the explosion that killed Vander and everybody else. Thankfully, though, Caitlyn shows up just in time to disable her arm with a well-placed shot from a rifle. And unfortunately, though, it's not enough because she escapes. But Caitlyn and Vi survive to fight another day as they make their way back out of the Undercity. And Silco's lieutenant's able to get back to him and report that Vi is back. And that was kind of where the episode ended. Throughout the episode, we also had a couple other things here with Jace up top, kind of painting this target on his back by, getting very strict about his new position as on the council as the leader, the head of their Hextech security initiative. So he's hammering down on all of their protocols, all their shipping. As we know, the Marcus and Silco have like a deal to kind of like help smuggle some of their shimmer in and out of these Hextech shipments using their gate. So he's cramping down on that, which also tightening these securities is also infiltrating with a lot of the other council members, little vices that they like to do that may or may not be legal. So he's got a lot of people raising some eyebrows his direction. But his little partnership with Mel pays off, and he learns to play a little bit of the political game here and wins some over throughout the process. So, and during that, definitely gets her hot and heavy, and they fucking bang. Jace goes down. All the while, Victor is just getting sicker and sicker and refuses to back off of these experiments and keeps pushing forward until he collapses. Jace leaving Mel's side. Once the news reaches his ears, he goes to find Victor in the hospital, and it seems that Victor does not have long in this world. He's really sick. And his blood integrated, but when he passed out, his blood from his coughing spurts integrated somehow into that little like Rubik's Cube magic thing that he was working on. So I don't know what that's going to do, how that's going to come into play, but we'll just have to wait and find out. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get ready to dive into this episode. I'm really excited to see where this whole thing is going. Before we dive into this, if we want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, because I do have to trim things down to 10 minutes so that it can be on YouTube for you guys to watch it. You can see the full-length reaction over on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, it gives you access to that as well. It's just one of the ways you can help support us over here on the channel, help us do what we do. Another way is simply by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, giving YouTube those engagement, because it tells them that, hey, maybe we should share this video with more people, and it really helps us out. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, I hope you stick around, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you subscribe to tune in to what we got coming for you down the line. But guys, that all said and down out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into this episode. Here we go. And this one is titled, When These Walls Come Tumbling Down. The shimmer or just oil? Oh, it's Victor. Oh, he's always had to have a cane. Hello, Victor. Is this yours? I don't know why. I was just like, he's just going to go down to a drain and meet Pennywise. Am I not far off? It's not a drain, but it is a creepy cave. Oh, what the hell is that?
You built this. Why aren't you playing with the others?
Oh, that's singed. At least I think so. I think that's the same scientist that works for Silco,
What is it?
which in the credits this gens.
This is real. She's a rare mutation that I cultivated. She's dying. I'm attempting to prevent that.
Good to see some things haven't changed. I heard your prognosis.
Do you contemplate death, Professor?
Only that of friends.
I suppose your legacy has been well secured. As one of Piltover's founders, what haven't you to show for your remarkable life?
You should be proud of what you've accomplished, Victor.
Figments. My contributions will be short-lived, even in your memory.
I have seen many students. It's a sad truth that those who shine brightest often burn fastest.
Damn, man, this fucking hurts.
I think it has something to do with gases in the fissures where he grew up. Exactly the sort of thing we wanted to fix with Hextech. Improving lives, solving real issues, not just trade disputes. Victor saved my life once. Now he needs me, and there's nothing I can do. I hate feeling so useless.
You're doing great, Chuck. Here, for your troubles.
Oh, thank God. I thought she was just gonna blow him up for that. I was like, what the fuck? He didn't do shit.
Can you do this?
Oh!
Shit. We lost her.
Lost who?
Oh, she can be scary, man.
I feel like you and I got off on the wrong arm.
It's your sister. She's back. She's looking for you. She's with some girl enforcer. Guess she replaced you.
You're lying.
Why bother?
I think I know just how to deliver that message.
About time.
Oh, God. Yeah.
My people are tracking Vi and this Caitlin. They cannot be allowed to resurface. Do we understand each other?
Incredible. It could be the key to augmenting physiology, extending life, curing you. It's happened to everyone. We'll solve this. There may not be time. I can feel my body eroding. I'll have Sky bring Heimerdinger. He might know something that could help. In the meantime, we'll do what we do best.
What the fuck?
Professor, this could save Victor's life.
Victor, something's different. You've changed. What did you do?
What do you mean, Professor?
It's that thing. It must be destroyed.
Wait, we'll see if the council agrees.
Make sure you feed it.
I might know someone else who could help. You do what you have to. I need to get ready.
Is she all right? Wait. I'm a friend. Or at least I was. I mean,
Oh, that's the dude who was like selling the stuff that Vander helped.
come with me.
Ailment. She's been stabbed.
Trade.
Thank you.
Does it have shimmer in
I
it?
think Vi will be happy to see a friendly face.
No, I don't want her to see me like this. Tell her I'm sorry about everything. Okay.
For now, we need to prevent any further attacks.
Short of searching everyone who crosses the bridges, I don't know how we can.
Then that's what we'll do.
This sort of an order...
Do it. We have to protect the city.
It's getting
One
used,
other thing.
getting
I
played.
saw Caitlin Kierman had a prisoner released on your order. Is there anything I can assist with?
No, we've got it covered.
Counselors?
I believe it's time we gave the beloved founder of our city a well-deserved retirement.
Holy shit.
With my deepest respect and appreciation, Professor.
Easy. We need you back on your feet.
My sister. I thought she died, but
How do you not know if your sister is alive or dead?
it's hard to check up on people from inside a concrete cell.
What, you don't have parents?
No. They were killed by enforcers.
So does Caitlin and Vi kind of have a little thing going on there? Oh, shit.
I'm gonna find her and erase whatever fucked up delusions you put in her head. But first, I'm gonna bring your bullshit empire down all around you.
That's gorgeous. Wow. Right where the show opened, really. Pretty much the same place. If I saw the flare but didn't go.
The mutation must survive.
That's where the shimmer comes from. That's fucked up. Oh.
I understand now.
How many problems can one girl cause?
She's alive. Barely.
Powder? I never thought I'd see you again.
Are you real?
Yes, of course.
Things changed when you left. I changed.
You did what you had to do to survive. It's okay. What matters is we're together.
Who's she? Who are you?
It's okay. She's a friend.
Savika wasn't lying. You're with an enforcer? Your sister is Jinx.
Caitlin, just listen. We can work this out.
Oh, shut up! I'm in no mood.
We didn't say anything.
I wasn't talking to you.
It's okay.
Powder fell down a well.
You're not a jinx. God, I never should.
Stop talking to me like I'm a child. You're a class act, sister. Sister thought I missed her, but you wouldn't miss her.
Powder! I'm here for you. I'm not going to abandon you again.
Everyone shut up! I need to think. Do you hear that?
Oh, great. Jeez, dude. Whoa. God damn. Ooh. I think that's Echo. God, man. Jinx is losing it. I mean, losing it. She's lost it. I guess Jinx didn't want to believe Savika that she was with an enforcer. Now she doesn't know if she's actually being hunted or if Vi is genuine or what's happening, if she can even trust anything. There's just too many seeds of doubt, and so much has changed since Vi's been gone. Caitlin, I thought, was going to screw this whole thing up. It'd be like, nope, I got to take her in. She killed all these officers and all this stuff. So I don't know where that's going to go too, because Vi doesn't know at all what Jinx has really done since then, what Silco's kind of like turned her into. I'm curious how that's going to go, because like Caitlin's definitely going to want to bring Jinx in, because that's kind of been her goal. And just seeing like how the shimmer has kind of affected the underground. I don't remember that guy's name, but the guy with the glasses. He reminds me of the professor from Treasure Planet for some reason. Him down there, him trying to help, but then Silco just shows up and just juices them all up and turns them into these rabid attack dogs. And is it just me, or does it seem like Caitlin and Vi kind of had a little bit of a moment there whenever she was giving her that potion she traded her gun for? Which probably would have definitely helped had she had that gun here in this situation. But the Firelight showed up, interrupted the whole thing while Vi was trying to talk down Jinx, and it was just not going great. But then they attacked, and now they've kidnapped Vi, which again, I feel like, I don't think we're going to just introduce a brand new character to reveal this bird masked dude on the hoverboard and his whole crew. So I feel like it's Echo, because he's got like technology based hex crap. I don't really know what exactly powers his equipment in the game. I don't know his lore really. I just recognize, he's been set up already. We saw him young. We haven't seen him at all since everything went to shit. So I have to imagine he would be the one left behind fighting. I love Jinx's dissociation that she's got, the schizophrenia that she's developed. Again, I'm not exactly sure what it is, because it's not like she's got multiple personalities. It's not that, but she sees people and talks to people that aren't there. And I don't know if that's full-blown schizophrenia or not. I can't remember. But anyway, I like how they portray that, and we see it from the outside, from Vi's perspective for the first time. Like, we've seen it from Jinx's perspective, and like, I wasn't sure if it's all in her head, like the jumping around and the jittering and all that stuff, but no, Vi was like seeing her just like loop around and talk to people that weren't there. And also she saw just how brutal she was, like how she's dodging all these attacks, the fighter that she's become this force she's developed into. She's like, she's not the sister she left behind, and she was seeing that. You just see the realization in her eyes throughout the whole thing. Caitlin learning more about Vi as well, and the Undercity, and kind of the impression, the view of the Enforcers, kind of like that. She's going to get this kind of taste of both worlds, and I'm hoping that makes her a better Enforcer when things come around. Because on the top side, Silco's forced Marcus's hand to lay seeds of doubt and mistrust in Jace, to tighten up security on the bridges, to really segregate the Undercity even further than they have been before. And with everything going on with Victor, his desperation to save his friend, and with all these restrictions the Heimerdingers put on them about their research, and this fear that he's got from his past. Like, I agree with Jace that he's spending too much time looking at the past rather than looking what they could bring into the future if they were able to do this. I agree with that measure. But it doesn't stop me from feeling terrible about the way they executed it and exorcised him from the council altogether. That was a hard scene to watch, man. All the Victor stuff was rough too, seeing that he met Singed when he was young, and made friends with him, fellow scientist kind of thing that lived in the Undercity. And given his current situation, he feels like at this point they really need to speed up their science, their progression. And Singed has experience with the prolonging life with this mutation he kept alive through these various means, and I guess he's going down to consult him. And that's just its own sad little life, because that creature he bred purely so he can milk it for that shimmer to produce it en masse, and that life, that poor creature, man. Now it's just in a tank, preserved, while it's just being pumped and pumped and pumped. We saw Singed for the first time since the explosion. He's got his mask pulled up. He's sure he's burned up and all that jazz, so we'll see how that develops. But yeah, man, things are getting crazy. Silco's losing it too, as he's losing control of the situation. He doesn't really have a handle on Jinx. She took out his own lieutenant. She's gone rogue on her own. Vi's on the loose. Like, his whole operation is at risk right now. Act 3 is probably going to be bonkers, dude. Probably going to be bonkers, man. I really like the dynamics of everybody in here, especially Vi and Jinx, but Caitlin and Vi's dynamic has really grown on me as well. Caitlin's a character I'm honestly really surprised that I'm really enjoying her arc, her journey, her story, because I don't know, man. Like I said, like, when you just look at these characters from the perspective where you don't really get that much story and stuff when you're playing the game, unless you really go out of your way to look at, like, read the lore, check out their short stories on the website, or read the comics and all that stuff. If you're just there from the game, which was me, I just played the game, I don't really know any of these characters. Caitlin, honestly, was out of the ones I was like, this was probably the character I might be the least interested in at all. But she's a really interesting and layered character that they've built out in this and fleshed out in this. Everybody involved so far is getting a lot of depth added to them that I think wasn't necessarily in the game. Like, you can see hints of it, but, like, I love what they're doing with this. I really hope that this, with the success this has, they can do this and maybe do like a season 2, maybe even like another show that just focuses on another batch of characters. I would love to see them build out the League of Legends world in a visual way, because that opens it up and makes it way more tangible than the MOBA does. And I'd really like to see that happen, because this studio that they've got doing the animation for this, they are knocking this out of the water. Every frame is gorgeous. The particle effects, the framing, the way they know how to wield and use the camera, even though there is no camera, they treat it like there's a camera there. Their camera work, their cinematography, their pacing, their writing, their animation is all on point. And I would love to see them kind of flesh out this world. And hell, if this does well, I'd love to see this animation studio tackle some other games or other projects and just see them, like, grow from this. Because last time I checked, they didn't even have, like, their own Wikipedia page, which doesn't tell me that they've worked on a lot of things. But damn, man. And Riot, I know they produced this, and I know they've been behind everything creative, the whole creative side of this. Kudos for the writers, the showrunner, everybody involved in this so far, because I've been enjoying the shit out of this, and I wasn't sure if I was going to or not. I don't really know what else to touch on. This episode had a lot of stuff going on, but it's a lot of setups, I feel like, for what's going to come into Act 3. Like, Act 1 was very much a self-contained story, and this feels like the middle part, the transition into what is going to come. So we'll see how things go. Guys, what did you think of this episode? What did you think of Act 2? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. You can also join our Discord if you would like. The links to that and all my socials are down below. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, you can check that out over on Patreon or become a member here on the channel. And speaking of, I want to shout out our channel legends, Mandy Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yuri Kurskov, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, and Jeffrey Hale. Thank you guys so much for your support, and everybody who's been tuning in to these videos, these episodes, and supporting this along the way. But guys, that's it for now. I'll see you all next week for Act 3 of Arcane. Take care, everybody.